After a much ballyhooed development process, Hytale is finally here. Sort of. The newest block-building survival game is out in early access, and in the words of its developers Hypixel, it's unpolished and incomplete. So while exploration and creation modes are playable, there's no adventure mode yet, and the modding tools they have planned are nowhere near finished. That being said, they've written a lot about their thought process behind their modding tools and a general roadmap for the future on their website, which I'll link in the description, but I read the whole thing so you don't have to. The important thing is that Hytale was built from the ground up with mods in mind, even if the tools are somewhat comparatively bare bones right now. Still, you can jump in and play with mods today. Here's how to install mods in Hytale's early access. Right now, the easiest place to download mods is Curseforge. They have a whole pre-built section for Hytale, and while it's currently pretty sparse, now that it's in early access, it should start to populate with user-generated content very quickly. You can download mods using the Curseforge mod manager, or by directly downloading them and placing them in the correct file path. Let's go over both ways. First, let's look at the easiest method, using the mod manager, otherwise known as the Curseforge app. You can download it on their website from the button on the top right. I recommend using the standalone download. Once in the mod manager, if you click on Hytale, you'll see 3 tabs: My Mods, Discover, and Browse. My Mods shows the mods you currently have installed, and Discover and Browse will let you look around the different mods and search using various filters. Whether you're on the Browse or Discover tab, you can simply click Install on the mod you want, and it will show up in the My Mods tab as an installed mod. One note, some mods, and these are often actual worlds you can enter, not just mods for existing worlds, will say download instead of install. This means the mod manager won't be able to install it for you. You'll need to drop it in the appropriate file directory yourself, and the mod page will often tell you exactly where it needs to go. Whole worlds that you're downloading will often go in the Saves folder, but this may not always be the case. Now let's look at the manual way, without the mod manager. First, you'll need to find the mod folder for Hytale on your local desktop. The quickest way to find it is to open the Hytale launcher, click on the wheel in the top left, and then click Open Directory. This should open File Explorer to your Hytale folder, but we're not quite there yet. Double-click User Data, and then double-click Mods. Inside here is where you'll drop most mods that you download the files for. If you want to get more familiar with the structure of these file paths for future modding purposes, and you don't want to use the mod manager forever, one workaround you can do is to install a mod using the manager, and then right-click it and go to Browse Folder. That will take you to the directory where the mod is installed. This should help you understand what the manager is actually doing, if you'd prefer to eventually just do it yourself. Whichever method you use to install mods, the process from here will be the same. When you launch Hytale, before entering a server, make sure you right-click it to open the edit window, and you should see the installed mods on the center left of the screen. Make sure the ones you want are checked before launching into the server. You can do the same thing during the creation of the server as well. On the Create World page, click the wheel next to the Create World button to open the Edit page and make sure the checkbox is checked. The great thing about mods being server-side like this is that the mod attaches to the actual server, not just your local machine. That means any friends who join the server with you have access to the same mods as long as you have it checked when booting the server up, and they don't have to fiddle with their file paths. If you've downloaded a world, and not just a singular mod, it will appear in the Worlds menu. These are the same worlds we mentioned earlier that can be dropped in the Saves folder. And that's it. Pretty easy, right? Like I said up top, Hypixel is going to be adding a ton to Hytale's modding capability, but this should get you going ASAP with the first few mods that are available. And if you feel more like creating than installing other people's mods, make sure you check out the creation mode, as the devs will be continuing to improve that process. Things should only get more interesting from here. Thanks for watching, and for everything else gaming, keep it right here on IGN.